What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jorge and I love to do all kinds of stuff with my cars, DIY, and today we're actually going to show you guys why it's important for you to have an oil catch can system in your cars. So I installed a catch can on this car right around 300 miles. Now the car now sits at around 1600 miles, so the catch can has been on the car for a little over 1,000 miles, and today we're gonna double check it for the first time and see just how much oil I've been able to save from going back in through the intake. So here's my catch can, and I've actually gone with a Mighty Mouse Solutions catch can, and what it does is it actually will extract the oil vapors and the oil that's coming from the crankcase pressure and getting recirculated back through the intake. Without the catch can, you would have just a straight line in connecting the valley port up into the intake port. So let's go ahead and it's kind of difficult to try to drain everything out from the bottom while it sits here, so I'm actually just going to loosen this up, pull out the catch can, and extract it up here on the top side. I've gone ahead and already loosened up this clamp and basically just slid it out from the bracket. As you can see here, the clamp stays on there and I've slid it. So now down here on the bottom, this thing has a little petcock valve that you can screw out and let it drain out. So I'm gonna go get a little container and start draining this and see just how much oil we get from 1,000 miles of driving. Okay, so I've already extracted the oil, put it back into its spot so it's back and ready, but check this out, guys. I don't know if you guys can see maybe in the sunlight in between that red cup, but that is all the oil that we have been able to save in just 1,000 miles. I mean, all that oil is oil that would have gone from the engine recirculated venting back up through the intake and into the back of your valves. Because we have direct injected engines with these LT motors, for those of you that have the Gen 6 Camaros, the back of the valves have no way of getting cleaned unless you're, I guess, doing some kind of seafoam or something through the intake. But just naturally, I know with some of the other older cars, port injected cars, you could run E85, and the E85 and the ethanol would clean up everything behind the valves and all that, and even like the combustion chamber is a lot cleaner burn. If you're running E85 on these cars, the bottom of the valves, the ones that are in the chamber, those would definitely have some kind of cleaning effect because of the 85 getting burned within the chamber. But the back of the valves would not get clean, and if you did not have a catch can, they could start getting gunked up and causing issues. So I cannot stress it enough. For an LT motor, you definitely want a catch can. A lot of you guys have been asking for some audio of how this car sounds while driving with the headers installed. So I actually just bought some new equipment, some new external mounts to mount on the car, and I'm gonna put you guys with the video camera on the outside and go for a little drive to show you guys how this car sounds, how it pops and all that, and try some different angles out. So let's go ahead and put that together now and show you guys just how awesome this car sounds when driving around with the long tube headers and the Speed Engineering mid pipe without the cats. Alright guys, so I've got you guys recording with the GoPro outside, and of course here inside I've got my phone. So let me give you guys a nice cold startup of the 2019 Camaro with the long tube headers. It's just regular driving. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys just some part throttle, just accelerations, and show you guys how awesome this thing sounds. So here we go. Just, I mean, it sounds really good. I love how it sounds, guys. This thing is amazing. Now, you won't really get a sense of justice of how awesome this sounds until we can really let it breathe and go wide open. So let's go ahead and do that for you guys right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you guys what this is like. What did you guys think of that? Oh my goodness. Oh my god. This is all in drive, guys, and it just screams. So when you're in sport mode and you have it in drive and you floor it all the way, the car will actually go into or activate performance shift mode. And in performance shift mode, it holds your gears, thinking that you're going into a turn or things like that while you're at a track. So it's really awesome. It just holds gears, and that's how you get all these pops even when in drive. So we'll do this again right here from like about 40 roll, and you just I know you guys are hearing that, and hopefully the camera's picking up that. And then as you slow down, if you do, it shoots the revs. It drops the gear, making sure that it maintains those high revs. So that is insane. I love that about this car. I mean, it is something else. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think it sounds awesome, and I really, really, really like the way that this car sounds. The long tube headers and that X pipe really, really made a big difference with this car. I mean, I cannot express how big of a difference it made. Oh, so much fun. Go back around here so you can go through and do this again. Okay, so we'll do this again right here from about 20. This is just a great place to be, guys. I love the car, and I hope you guys are being able to get a good idea of what this thing sounds like, because it's super, super rewarding to hear just how awesome the sounds are coming out, the pops, everything. And so let's go ahead and put it into manual mode here and go through that one, and it'll actually hold the gear. It will not shift for you. So when you're in manual, sometimes there's cars where it'll say that it needs to be, it'll hit the rev limiter and stuff like that. This one will hold the gear for you, and so you can see it going, and just instant shifts. I mean, when you're going wide open throttle, this thing has pretty much instant shifting. I love the way that this thing shifts, and that's being stock. Now imagine once you can get it to tune it, once we tune it, which we will have to do, because the stock shift points on this car are very much inhibiting the car from running some really good track times. It is shifting in first to second gear. This thing has a shift limiter at about 6100, 6200. And every other gear after that, it should be at about 65, but the car ends up shifting its own around 63, 64. So we definitely need to get this to shift at 6500 across the board. So with a trans tune, we can definitely get that and make that happen. So what did you guys think? This thing is a monster, and I love how it sounds. I hope the sounds come across the way that I think they come out across. The car is just really, really awesome. I love the pops. As you guys can see, this thing pretty much pops anytime, all the time. Now, I really wanted to show you guys the dyno videos, but unfortunately we haven't been able to get that done. I'm still waiting on my E85 update tune, which should be coming here shortly, hopefully next week. So there's a bunch of things that I still have to do with this car to show you guys, and of course heal up from my sprained ankle. But anyways, guys, I know you guys a lot of you guys had requested I show you guys how it sounded from the outside while driving and doing all that. So hopefully this video is something that you guys liked and enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up, likes button, and subscribe, because we have a lot more stuff coming on to the car. A lot of few things that we want to do with the engine still. Just a lot of fun stuff that I want to do with the car and show you guys and bring you guys along with. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because there's a bunch of stuff that we do and that I'd love to show you guys. And I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, again, hit that likes up, thumb button. But anyways, guys, this is how a long tube headers, no cats, X-pipe with stock NPP exhaust sounds. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next video.